Hello YouTube, Robin Hood Bricks here, and it's Brick Haul o'clock. This time it's like Christmas because I've got an absolute stack of subscriber packages, so I'm going to start off with this one. Can't wait. Yes, I've been very lucky recently with lots of knocks on the door from the postman with wonderful P.O. Box contributions, and every time it's a bit of a surprise and a bit like Christmas, so very happy to receive all of those. So I'm going to see how many we get through in a reasonable time because I've actually got 4, so yeah, we've got a chance of going through all of them today. So I've already pre-cut through this one just now just because it was absolutely armoured shut. With this lovely strong tape to make sure it survived. We've got some packaging, an absolute mound of minifigures and a letter and golly, all sorts of other stuff as well. So look at that. It's a Lego avalanche. Oh my lord. You never know what you're going to get. Some people send sets, some people send pictures, and some people send what appears to be their entire Lego collection. Wow, look at all of this stuff. Right, we better start with a letter, hadn't we? And it is quite a long one. Dear Robin Hood Bricks, I found your YouTube channel during the pandemic and you renewed my love of Lego. Oh, that's nice. I'm 61 years old and I played with Lego when I was a child, along with my siblings. I recall many winter days and rainy weekends when we eagerly grabbed for the pieces. We wanted to complete our builds, but there were never enough bricks to go around as we didn't have any specialised sets in the 60s and 70s, just basic bricks. Yeah, we're very lucky today, aren't we, with the plethora of bricks and colours. There's about 6 colours as well, wasn't there? So that was rubbish. I was inspired by your imaginative builds and enjoy that you like to modify sets to make them better or to make them your own. Your sense of humour and funny minifigure scenes make me laugh and keep me watching. Ah, yes, well, these are some of the favourite things I like about my channel as well. Well, I bought a bulk tub of Lego from eBay and started building. It was just like riding a bike. My imagination and creativity took over my hands. I never had a Lego city like you, but I did build a KOA campground of America, complete with trees, a lake, cabins, RVs, tents and a brown bear or two. I also built a hockey ring, complete with an energetic crowd of fans and a concession area. Now, as you are expanding Brick Nottingham, I am downsizing. I assume with a larger room and your city expanding, you will need a lot more minifigs. Well, I do collect minifigs quite avidly, so I've got quite a few to use, but yes, I'm sure we'll need more. So I collected all my yellow face figures and are sending them your way. Wow, that is incredibly generous. Hopefully that's because you're using all the skin tone ones for your setup. I've also included some small builds for your fairground and another helicopter for your sky. I know you have plans for an Arctic scene, so I included a sled pulled by 2 huskies. I know you'll put these bricks and minifigures to good use and they'll have a good home in Brick Nottingham 2.0. Keep building and filming and I look forward to watching it grow. An adult fan of Lego and Robin Hood Bricks, Lisa. From Hayward, California. Wow. And I always really appreciate packages from places like California just because it's so far away, and especially with the US Postal Service, big as pricey as it is, it's a real commitment to send me anything, quite frankly. So thanks again, Lisa, for that. Well, it also got a PS. PS, your brick hauls taught me all about new and specialised bricks and how to build with them. Ah, yes. Well, that is one of my favourite things, collecting odd stuff and building with them in an odd way. So, wow. Thanks very much, Lisa. I'm going to give you a bedoing for your very generous gift. And then we can get to it. Right, so we've got a little sticker here for Brickfest Live. We've got, oh, there's the sled with the 2 huskies. And there's the guy with the, or lady rather, with the sort of fur-lined hat. Not sure I've got that in red, so that's pretty cool. Like, yep. Panel piece. Oh, golly, there's, that's a serious minifigure, isn't it? So that's the cardboard robot. So that's really good. I don't know if I could use 2 of that. I suppose I'd just make 1 man and 1 woman and they're going out together in shared costumes. That'd work, wouldn't it? Series 15 Queen. Don't know how I've remembered that series number so easily, but yeah, that's good. Looks absolutely mint, so that can go in my joust scene. We've got, oh, I like him. Yeah, it's another pilot. Yeah, he's got a purple arm, but I can fix that for another blue one. And he's got his nice wheelie case. Another Arctic person. Oh, golly, a nice pin badge from the Brickfest Live. Oh, I like that. He's quite cute, isn't he? This sort of brick robot character. Let's get this out. This is nicer. Can almost build him. He's got interesting sort of eyebrows made of those bar pieces held on by grabbers. So that means that big brick must be Duplo, presumably, because of the scale. But yeah, it's very nice indeed. Yeah, I like that. Cool. We've got a little set of instructions here for a underwater, I was going to say sled, but it's not that, is it? Underwater sort of powered device, and we've lost a flipper. Quickly put that back in there. And then we've got, well, there's no time to go through all of these, but I like that one with the old Arctic torso with the polar bear on. That's of note. Oh, and I like his tash as well. He looks suitably grumpy. I always find Lego minifigures with grumpy faces are much more interesting. That's an interesting torso. Standard one. He's carrying a beer in a beer tray, it looks like. Lots of heads here on a nice stack. Oh, yes. That's a Professor Brainstein one, isn't it? From Ultra Agents. We've got female ones, male ones, happy ones, sad ones. Good out. Lots of hands. That's surprisingly useful because, yeah, sometimes it's not... everyone's not got the right colour hands for my use, and yellow ones are harder to get. So we've got the dragon, who's from Series 23, the green one. We've got two of those now to think of an idea for that. Nice weed for under the sea. Oh, another one of those scooters. Wow, you must have got a few polybags free or something. That's an interesting torso I don't have. And an interesting head. Won't be able to use that with the yellow skin tones in my city, but yeah, very nice torso. And, oh, that's sort of a bat girl or bat woman one. Yeah, construction worker. Yeah, hoodies. Plain. Ooh, that's an old sort of Harry Potter one. I think that's Harry's dad, isn't it? Who turns into Darth Vader later on, of course. Yeah, with his cardigan on. Yeah, very good. Pizza slices. Oh, I like her top. Sort of like a tennis shirt, if you ask me. Might even be from the tennis. Oh, there. Build a minifigure torso. Very nice indeed. I quite like those legs with the sort of knee pads and so on as well. Oh, bit of a ninja. I might have that head on my wanted list for a ninja. A white sort of goody ninja. To sort of go against the black one, that's the series one that's on top of my Japanese and sumo place. And that torso and legs I've got, I think, for the castle scene. But yeah, it's a really good outfit. I bet I could use too. Old dude with a gold head. Oh, that is the old Atlantis statue head. That's quite rare, I think. So yeah, if you need a wonderful head for a gold-coloured statue, there it is. And I think he must come to life. I don't really know the lore behind that. But yeah, that's why he looks a bit shinier than the average yellow-faced person, because it's yellow paint on top of gold piece. That's very interesting. So we've got a chef. Got him. I don't recognise that head. And I think that torso is also Star Wars. I haven't seen that torso before either. That almost looks like Jurassic Park or something with a very sort of tightened in belt. Yeah, I definitely don't have that one. That's nice. Another chef. We'll have plenty of chefs. Is that just a plain white head? Yeah. Can't see any eyes on that. Arctic. That's the Skater Girl torso. Ice cream. Construction. Ooh, I don't think I've got that torso either. It's got a bit of skin colour at the neck, but you could always say that was a vest or something like that underneath there. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. Very nice. Yeah, roller skates. Oh, I always like that torso with the sort of, what is it? Dog with glasses? Weird. But it looks cool. Some nice surf shorts. Oh, some really interesting stripy shorts. Yeah. Is that Two-Face henchman torso? That could get used as a henchman, you know, again. And, oh, wow! Another one of these shields with the crow on. I absolutely need that for my castle scene. I've only got one of those that came with a thing, and they're really hard to get, so that is absolutely amazing. Wow, I'm now looking for more shields. But moving on, we've got popcorn guy. Let's see if we can get into this. I think this was a poly bag as well. You're giving me all your poly bags, which is very kind of you. But we can have him at the fairground, and it comes complete. Not only with corn that you can kind of make jump around, presumably by banging that. Pop, 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 pop. But lots of popcorn containers as well for people to be walking around with. Ooh, There's another nice one from the building minifigure wall, I believe. Very nice indeed. Then we've also got the sort of three-wheeler, what's that? It's kind of groundsman sort of vehicle. Yeah. We've got the ice cream little tricycle that was in one of the recent city sets. One of the sort of city builder sets, as I think of them, with all the different little buildings. We've got a janitor with his mop. Love that. And a ranger and a lolly, which must have come out of the ice cream. And then last but not least, I don't think I'm going to tip that out because I'll need to keep it all separate. But that looks to be the rescue helicopter. Yes, that must be the helicopter you mentioned. And this is a piece of paper with the parts list on it checked off. Very good. So we know it's all complete. And I don't have that as a set, so that will be really good to use in my city. There's not a picture of the whole thing, though. So we'll have to imagine. You can see that it's a health one. Hospital sort of helicopter, but in bright yellows. It's kind of a mountain rescue one, I suppose. I think that's about sort of 5 years old. Yeah, but that's really good. We seem to have all the stickers there, and they're not hanging off, so that's always a good thing. Incidentally, last time I had loads of hanging off stickers, didn't I, with all those Alien Conquest stickers, and I managed to fix them all, actually, and they all look pretty good. I think one slightly needed trimming on one side, just because it had been hanging off for so many years. But yeah, it really is quite easy with a bit of dedication to fix all those stickers. So, wow, what an absolutely amazing set of minifigures. I do hope, I kind of had this plan to do this in Brick Nottingham 1.0, but I do hope to have huge crowds of people, like at places like the fairground and, you know, tourist attractions. So it's just absolutely jam-packed, like it was a really busy summer day. That does make it a bit of a pain for dusting and so on. But yeah, it does make it look more realistic. So yeah, I think that would be great. So yeah, this will definitely help with all of that. But let's get moving on. I think my single favourite piece, Lisa, is this lovely shield. Though you may not have thought that when you sent it off. But yeah, that is quite hard to get nowadays. Oh, brilliant. We've got another copper as well for chasing after felons in the old town. Or you, come back. Right, well, this next one is even bigger. You can kind of see the size of the thing. And wow, to receive something like this is a privilege. So I'm going to cut into that and mention that if you do want to send something in yourself, you can send it to my P.O. Box address and I will open it on a future brick haul. All contributions to the new room are appreciated and I'll attempt to use as much as I can, whatever it is. But you don't have to send in bricks, as I always say. You can also, golly, I'm struggling for space here. You can also send in pictures or builds or even instructions for something you think I might like. Oh, golly, I'm lifting this onto my lap so I can get into it more. Right, we have a letter. We have lots of packaging. We have a boat hull. We have lots of dark tan plates, which will be great for under the sea. That is the boat hull, great big green one. We've got a bag of stuff, a couple more bags of stuff, some bags of stuff, some more big lumpy stuff, some stuff, some more stuff, and stuff. Oh, so yeah, an absolute box load of stuff and one letter. I think I mentioned that, didn't I? It's from Chris. And it's a shorter letter this time. Dear Robin, love your channels and I've been following for a few years now. Looking forward to Brick Nottingham 2.0 and eagerly await any room updates, much like that famous Canadian YouTuber. Please find enclosed a small donation from my collection of parts to help in your endeavours. Some are new, but most are second hand and all have been washed. Have fun and keep up the good work. Chris, who is 3789 Bricks on YouTube. Well, thank you very much indeed, Chris. So yeah, let's try and get to this. So we've got the slightly bashed hull of the green ship, which I do have one of in my city, being the sort of corn transport. It seems to be a bit, oh, there we go, just came apart in transit. So we've got potential for another nice big ship there. I don't think I need to tip that out, given that it is largely plates and bricks and dark tan sections for under the sea. So I'll stick that over there. We've got some really interesting Fabuland wall panels with these very twee windows in. I wonder how we can use those. Do you think in the old town they might have windows that look like that? Problem is they're very deep as well, aren't they? So, I mean, if you have something, even using two at a different angle, it's going to be using quite a lot of space already. So let's see. Yeah, ideas for that, and they've got kind of shelves on the inside. Yeah, maybe upstairs. I suppose if we had something like a pitched roof breaking into this a little bit, maybe. Yeah, ideas for that, people. What sort of building would have windows like that? Maybe a facade. Don't know. Wow, two of those in a separate baggie. Another one of these domes. I've used a few of those already on my gas transport ship. We've got loads of round 1x1s in black, which will be good for some cargo, I'm sure. We've got loads of tread plate stickers. Yay! You can't beat tread plates. Wonderful. Absolutely loads. I'm going to need loads of those because I'm going to have more stairs down to subway stations. I'm going to have more stairs going around my central station. And yeah, so that might not be enough. We may need more. Oh, that's a good contribution towards my ballast. Anyone who finds these 1x1 round light greys on their local pick-a-brick wall, do buy loads for me and send them in. That would be absolutely amazing. I'll even buy them off you. There's some plates. Now these are the roof bits that go to this. See, it does look a bit toy tan, doesn't it? That's the problem. I mean, that's exactly what it is, of course. But, I mean, I don't know if that's going to fit in the city that well. Maybe we need actually an overhang like that. How are we going to use these pieces? Almost needs to be something maybe at the farm. Yeah, it's very, very hard to tell. So we've got 4 bits of Fabuland roof as well, and one's got a pinhole in. I don't know if that's deliberate, part of the original thing or some damage, but you can stick something in that presumably. We've got another one of these conveyor belts. That'll be useful for an industrial scene. Very nice. Might link up with that vintage red one that we've completed recently. Loads more plates. These are surprisingly useful as well for ballast and so on. Normal bricks I'm just as happy with as other bricks because I just go through so many of them, given the fact that I never break up any of my builds and just add. Even 1x4s are going to get used very swiftly in my setup. And it will mean that I can get to builds a bit faster than otherwise, because otherwise I have to collect all the pieces if I don't have them already. Oh, I need a couple of these, and they're in old grey. So that's really good. I was going to buy those. Actually, I think I might have at least ordered one of them. But yeah, they're not that easy to get. So I'm just going to use 2 of them like this at the top for a tower. So that'll be really nice in old grey. Oh, and we've got some black ones as well. So we can do exactly the same thing for a second setup. Maybe we'll have to have the black tower or something like that. Usually in old cities, they have different parts of the castle built at different eras, and they'd be done by different people in a different style who wanted their own name attached to something. Brilliant. So there's one of those wall panels that goes with the bricks that are this shape, but in old grey as well, that I started collecting for a round tower. So that'll be really useful. Oh, and there's the 1x2x5 version of it as well. Fantastic. That's kind of a new tread plate on me. Is it a grill or is it a vent? It's lovely. I really like that. I don't know what set that comes off, but it's very nice indeed. I might look out for more of those. Airport sign. Cargo sticker. Oh, this is my favourite bag so far. Got more Egyptian stuff. I've got so much Egyptian stuff. Somebody else sent me a set of this. And I'm going to have to do some sort of tomb or something, aren't I? We've got the 2 1x6x5 bricks. We've got the 2 slanted sort of big slope bricks. You know, I've got enough to do a big tomb. Yeah, I might have to do that. Oh, and we've got the 1x2x5s with the hieroglyphs on. To make some sort of column or something. 3 of those. And an Aztec type sticker. He looks mean, doesn't he? That would be good for a Mexican restaurant, wouldn't it? Yeah, everyone eating their tacos on Taco Tuesday with that on the wall. Like that. Nice dish. Plane controls, another air cargo. Diamond Co. Do you think that's from the same set as that? In which case, no, it's from. A Slytherin flag for decorating your Death Star with. And computer Lego box, very nice. Rubble sign. Oh, solar panels, need those. Special transport, that's a very usable sticker. Bag scanner, which I've just dropped for the second time. Nice chunky shield come. I think of this more as a rather than a shield. as these being jets and it's flying through the air like a sort of air hoverboard or something like that. You take that bit off. That's quite cool. The beetle on. Another one of those for what is going to be my castle approach, I think, though it's quite hard to factor into the new city when I'm doing my planning. So anyway, it'll be a long walkway of loads of these up to something, maybe up from the harbour or something like that to the main city. Who knows? Also nice train logos. Wow, this is definitely my favourite bag so far, Chris. Dog head, crane boom, clipboard, arrivals, departures, and a pair of skis. Wow. Oh, wow. These are on my list as well. It's like you're reading my mind. Not the normal black panels, though they'll help for this black tower if that's what we're going to do. But this one. Oh, yes. I was looking at all the decorated panels for castle, and this one with the columns on either side around the sort of stone window. I thought, oh, that's very retro and cool. Need. And, well, there you go. There is one. And I may have ordered one of these as well. Or maybe it's imminent, in which case I can take it out of my basket and not press go on that. We've got a couple of brick bows for ships, so that'll be interesting. So maybe one that's grey at the bottom and then white. Yeah, might need a couple more of those. It's going to be quite a low boat. We've got all the corner panels in black. Right, we are having a black tower, aren't we, at this rate? Look at that. Absolutely loads of the corner ones as well. So yeah, that's going to be quite tall at this rate. Some white lampposts. Yeah, I think they'll get used as well. I'm planning to use these with glow-in-the-dark heads as well. Just to make even more glowing street lamps. I've done that in my current city, just along the one strip of modulars. But yeah, with that many lampposts, I can do even more. Then we've got more of those big slope pieces. I think I just mentioned these as being something that I was going to go for around the harbour edge or something like that. Did you take note of that, or is this pure coincidence, Chris? Absolutely amazing. Well, I haven't given you a bedoing yet, but your bedoing is for paying attention. Knowing all the things I absolutely love. Wow. Now I've seen these in person. I want more of them. Yes. Imagine you've got sort of just 4 of these for one section of the quayside or something like that. With that lovely sort of angled shape. Very shiny. It'll have the repeating pattern, but maybe we could break it up with some steps up or something like that. Love those. Oh, yes. This is like Christmas. More panels. But I think these are on the sort of Harry Potter side of things with 2 different styles there, but they're all good stickers. Yeah, like those. Lots and lots of those. So, I mean, this colour I was planning on doing a university with until everyone did millions and millions of different Hogwarts builds, and then basically I sort of got less excited about the idea, knowing that mine would be, well, a bit more generic and just adding bits of existing sets together, not too creative, I suppose. But I might still do it. I was kind of thinking of doing it like King's College in Cambridge or something like that, because I suppose that's what Hogwarts is almost modelled on. Wow! Ballast, pure ballast. These are other ones I need for my ballast, and there's an absolute load of them. So that is great. I'm not going to tip those out. Wow, 2x4s to go in between all of the bits of rail. And then that's where they have the bubbles on that we just threw over there. Hey, 3 little inflatable rafts. I've probably got enough of these now, people. Yeah, I'll have to think if I can use them. I could almost have a train wagon with loads of these on, if they were rigid ones. Yeah, or just have them all ditched on my beach from new arrivals. Who knows? But anyway, some nice long plates in dark bluish grey. 4, 8, 12, 6, 14. Yep, haven't got an idea for them yet, but I'm sure I will. More of those computer screens. Radar and stuff. Yep, can use those. Oh, more ballast for the edging. 1x8s in dark bluish grey. Lovely. Ooh, some more tiles. With stickers. Stickers. Something for Ninjago. That looked like it says Gomph to me. But anyway, probably says something in Ninjagoese. Locking. I know that comes from the rocket. Airport. Lovely train symbol. And, ooh, some electrics. Which I think this comes from one of the Monster Fighter sets. With the sort of Frankenstein's monster. So that's really nice. Oh, and 1x6s. Yes, you've definitely been paying attention, Chris. All of the ballast pieces have been covered in this. We need these. We need these. We need the 1x1s in light brown. Light grey. Don't send me them in light brown. And 2x4s as well. Yeah, that is a brilliant contribution towards my ballast. It's kind of a bit daunting when you get that much more. Just getting a track was a huge endeavour. So this is an interesting cockpit piece for an old sort of undersea craft. And it's got these sort of, well, teethy sort of fish face on the front. So, yeah. I'll have to see if I'm going to be able to fit that in my cabinet. Now, the good news is in a new city, I think we'll have some undersea stuff as well, which is good because I've got so much undersea stuff that, quite frankly, I could probably do 2 cabinets in this room. So, yeah, if I finish off the cabinet in this room and then do some undersea stuff in there, then there's no reason why this couldn't be piloted by one of Dr. Inferno's henchmen. It's kind of got sort of hints of orange about it, hasn't it? Yeah, I think that would be good. Maybe we'd have a couple of them going to attack something with torpedoes. Some steps in old... No, not old grey, just dark grey. Yeah, it's just dark bluish grey, isn't it? Yeah. And, oh, that's a nice piece. This has been a great package. It's a sort of central tower piece. Very nice and shiny, not scratched at all. With this old, I say old, it's just dark red, but it was only on a few sets. Kind of with the Scorpion lot, not the Fright Nights, the other ones. And yeah, it's relatively hard to get that grill piece in that colour, I think. But yeah, that could be the central part above a gatehouse or something like that, with the tower going up from it or something like that. Anyway, that is a very nice piece indeed. Cool. Oh, one last thing. Oh, you've sent another ship windscreen piece, which could be underwater with loads of stuff growing on it, or one of those holes that I kind of had at jaunty angles in the seabed. Wow! Well, that is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for that contribution. I love the fact that you are clearly a massive fan, watching exactly what I need and where I need it, so I can get on with all of my projects without any delays. That is brilliant. So thanks, Chris. So yeah, I think we've got time for at least one more. Let's get it open. Well, wow, there is so much stuff already. I can't even push it back anymore, so I've moved the camera back instead. That's my way of cheating. So we're right up against the edge of the desk now, so if the camera falls back, that'll be why. So we've got one more package, and I had an email about this one. So this one I know is from Barry, and Barry has sent a few things in the past, so yeah, he definitely deserves his own bedoing as well. And this, oh wow, okay. So he has sent me, I believe, a gift with purchase that I didn't get myself. Oh, and it's a bit heavy, so I think there's more than just that in here. Or maybe this isn't in here. But anyway, it is the recent kind of space diner, which could have a certain alien chef in it at the alien cantina, who knows, and all the nice things they like to eat. I think I'll have more frogs, much like Jabba the Hutt sort of thing, in a great container of mine. But we've got a jukebox like that and a menu and so on. So I didn't get this myself just because I thought, well, there aren't that many unique pieces, though there is that, of course. So that would be really good to have. If it's in here, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think Barry wanted the minifigure spaceman for himself. So we've got a white one and a orange one, but I've got both of those already, so that's not the end of the world at all from my perspective. Oh, wow. And what's that? Instructions. Okay, so we have the instructions for this lovely set. 40687. Can't read today. And that must be this bag of loveliness. Wow, very multicolored indeed. So I don't think I want to tip this out, because then I just won't be able to build it as easily, will I? But I'm going to try and search for the sticker piece. Is that it? Oh, there we go. Or is it even? No, it is stickered. Fantastic. So we've got the lovely dine piece, and it looks like it's been built once and put away very neatly. So I'm going to look forward to building that, Barry, straight away. I kind of almost was trying to come up with an order that I didn't need, just in order to get that as a gift with purchase. And then when I realised that, well, there were no new minifigure colours in there, I thought, oh, go on, I'll miss it. I don't need it. But this has now filled that in. So, yeah, that is very generous indeed. I thought it was a bit surprising they didn't provide air tanks for both of those two minifigures. But anyway, wow, so that's great. And not only that, but Barry has sent in an absolute mound of dark red bricks. He said he'd built a project in the past using dark red, and now he decided to do it differently. so didn't need these. I mean, I tend to keep my bricks, so I'll use them the next time I come up with an idea, but this is very generous to pass them on to me. We've got headlight bricks in here, we've got the masonry bricks in here, and loads of long ones as well. And this, I mean, this is a very generous contribution because it just means I can really get on and build a wonderful building in this lovely colour, just like I did with the GBC building, which is one of my favourites. This is just a beautiful colour. So yeah, that is very kind. We've got some plates in there as well. I look forward to using those and creating a build just for you, Barry, with these lovely dark red, lovely colour. I want some more dark green and some more dark blue, I think, in the old town. I think that'll look absolutely magnificent. Wow, we've got one more. So shall we get on with that today? Come on, let's do it. Let's have all of them open like a real Christmas day. Well, last but certainly not least, we've got this lovely package from Scott in St. George, Utah, which sounds very exotic to me. Whenever somebody says something like a state like Utah, I just think of Monument Valley or something like that, and think that must be right outside your bedroom window, but probably not. But anyway, we'll dig into this. We've got a letter, we've got a bag of bits, lovely. Just give you your bedoing now, because if I do bedoing for everyone except for one, there'll be complaints, and rightly so. So, dear Robin Hood Bricks, my name is Scotty, and I am a big fan of your channel. I live in Utah, USA. I'm sending you some creations and minifigures. Lovely. 1 brick-made cannon, 2 stormtroopers, 1 Mando and Child, 1 Captain British, 1 Falcon, 1 zombie Captain America, 1 Bucky, 1 Loki girl, 1 PO, 1 medieval crossbow guy with extra black helmet. Thank you, your friend Scott. Wow, thanks Scott. So they're all in this nice little bag here. And I think Scott is another one who has braved the US Postal Service's exorbitant prices in order to send this over. So that is very, very greatly appreciated. So I'm going to mess up all these names, I think. And they're all characters, well, in a large that I don't have. So I think that must be Loki girl, I'm thinking. So yeah, I really like her hairpiece with the sort of, I don't know, broken. Is that supposed to be sort of broken as in universe sort of headdress on there? Yeah, and a bright green machete, which I don't have either, so that's super cool. We've got a Captain British, which I think I have got one of, but why not make them a duo? I'll have to change the skin colour anyway, so I like that. Looks very nice indeed. Maybe 2 people have gone to the Comic-Con in exactly the same outfit. Then we've got the, golly, who is this? This must be the zombie Captain America. So I like him because of his head. Obviously, how could you not like that face? It's a face that anyone could love. Oh, I love it sagging at the corner there. That's brilliant. Captain America head all sort of bashed up a bit. Yeah, that's good. I think this skin tone's allowed because it's zombiness. It's not, his original skin colours. That's all right. 2 lovely stormtroopers. Wow, I can put those in my Death Star that's up there. And making an even bigger army there. They're slightly different, aren't they? We've got one with sort of blue markings on the helmet and one with black. Slightly different legs. Slightly different torso, actually. In fact, they're completely different. Yeah, every part's different, but they're still very good. Absolutely perfect renditions of the originals in plastic. Absolutely love that. And yeah, they've all got the same grumpy guy on the inside, of course. As per. Cool. So we've got that. Oh, I don't recognise this guy. Oh, but he's a bit of an adventure, isn't he? I like his scarf. And I like his trousers as well, with bag and gun. Oh, I don't know him at all, but I can change his skin tone, and there's none at the neck. So let's see down your list. Who's this? Bucky? That doesn't sound like Bucky. I'm going to say that's Bucky. Yeah, don't know who that is. Tell me that in the comments section. We've got a brick-built cannon, which looks very fun indeed. I might get that out. We've got Mando and Child. There's the child. Got one of those floating in my city, but I can give the second one actually to Mrs. Hood because she really likes the child as well. Grogu. Oh yeah, he's very cool, isn't he? Oh, just a blackhead in there. That's because we can never see his face, of course, isn't it? Yeah. So let's get the wheels on this cannon. And then presumably, how far back do we want this? About there? Or a bit over, like that? There we go. Brick-built cannon. Very nice. Then we've got, another bright green weapon, this time wielded by this fella with stripy arms, or stripy arm. Don't know him either. I've got absolutely no idea about these, presumably Marvel minifigures. So if that was Bucky, then we've done a Falcon. P.O.? I don't know. I really don't know. There's the soldier. I know who that is. That's the medieval crossbow guy. So that's very good. With a spare helmet. Oh, and it's one of the pointy spare helmets. Really like that. Thanks for that. A shield. Oh, that's a zombie Captain America shield. Oh, another shield. That's Captain British. And another shield on this guy, who must be Falcon, I'm presuming. Yeah, that looks about right for my list. Wow, he's got very interesting sort of stickered bits, isn't he? Or are they printed? Oh, I think they're all printed. Oh, wow, he's really bright and colourful, isn't it? Oh, wow, look at the back as well. Oh, I might have to use him now, grudgingly. He looks pretty cool. I wonder if there's an X-Man that has very similar wings, because I could use that for that as well in an X-Man scene. Yeah, he looks very cool. I like him. Yeah, he may have to be flying above my city, but I wasn't going to try and make my city incredibly marvelly, to be fair, but he is rather special. I like him a lot. I've never seen this piece before. Oh, it's on a neck bracket, right. Yeah, and even the triangle on top is really good. So you've got stud under there. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. Cool. So that is a very good contribution as well from Scotty. So we have had Scotty, Barry, Chris, and Lisa all providing incredible contributions to the city. An absolute ton of minifigures to start off from Lisa. We're going to be able to do those big dense crowd scenes now around the fairground and tourist destinations. Maybe I'll have loads of tourists actually in the castle this time, as well as a battle scene. Maybe they're watching it. Then there's also the idea of the race going on in the city. We'll need loads of sort of stands full of people for that. And if I manage to squeeze a monster truck, so I've got to say it isn't looking good at this moment, then we can have great big crowds watching that as well. Anyway, these are all potential things for the new city. Then Chris, wow, what taste Chris has with parts like this. The Aztec one and this tower and all the rest of it. You're on the money, Chris. So that's going to be great for my Old Town stuff. Barry, what a wonderful contribution with this set. Absolutely love it. That's going to spur me on for a bit of Alien Cantina. I'm still got that on a very vague drawing board. I'm focusing more on the plans for the new city at the moment. And then Scott, a really nice assortment of minifigures there for all sorts of scenes in the city and elsewhere. Yeah, and I think this one's my favourite, you know. I really like that. I'm assuming he's Jurassic Park, but I may be wrong. But anyway, all good. And a great big stack of dark red bricks for a new building. So I'm very happy with all of that. It has been like Christmas, and I am a very lucky boy. What a genuinely awesome pile of Lego bricks. There's even a couple of sets in there for me to build. Loads of minifigures. Oh, just too much. Robin is basically just lying in it going, oh, lovely Lego. Doing a bit of a Lego snow angel type thing. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. It is appreciated. Do remember to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome Lego brick hauls, and also subscribe to the main Robin Hood Bricks channel to see most of these pieces, if not all, used in future builds. Lovely. And if you value these channels, there are many ways in which you can support them. Do check out the links in the description below. Your support is greatly appreciated. And now I've just got to work out which of these lovely new things I'm going to play around with first. Lovely. Anyway, until next time, see you! Yeah, I think I'm going to build the two sets first.